Hello, hello, hello. Are you out there right now? You out there right now on Twitter Sphere, YouTube Live, LinkedIn, KareemAntonio.com. This is the first kick off the show. Y'all, can you hear me? If you can hear me out there, put some thumbs up, some hearts, some kisses, some loves. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Yes, baby. This is music at the Profiles Asia launch party. What a good time was had. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you to all the publishers, everyone that was there. Michaela, Corey, Karina, who was there. Everyone, Joe, Jeff, everybody was there. And look at my outfit. Okay, I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing this outfit out. John Moe, you guys over there. That's over here at Switchwater. Manny, you guys, he's back there too. Everyone's so funny. That is my outfit, you guys, from Alan Soriano, you guys. Helen was there with me. Yes, she was, honey. Helen Atanasio of Rango. That is the publisher-in-chief, you guys, of Profiles Asia. That was it, you guys, right there. Hey, 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 you guys. What is going on, you guys? Happy Monday morning. If you're in the Asia, it's evening for you for happy Monday evening. You guys, Africa afternoon. That was Profiles Asia. I got my copy right here, you guys. That event was the bomb, okay? That event was the bomb. That event was so freaking nice. I had a great time. Everybody that I love to be around was all there, all the bougie people. Here, they got me here with the Itas, y'all. There with the Itas, you guys, in the magazine. Grab your copy of Profiles Asia. I'm still wearing my outfit, y'all. I still got it on. I'm wearing it here I wore it for the whole week of the practice episode. As you've been watching that, I appreciate the love. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're seeing the same content over and over again. This is how we do it. This is how we do it, you guys. So, you guys, I'm Kareem Jackson. You were live on the set. And I want to say something to you. We're getting into the profiles. Get off my show. We've been off for a season. We're going to be catching up all this month. All, of course, going into Black History Month, you guys. Kareem Jackson live. Our new studio setup. What do you think, you guys? Look at these flowers over here. Look at these flowers, you guys. Man, okay, wait. Hold up. I stopped my script, y'all. Look at these flowers. Are fabulous. Let's see this. I don't know if I can pick them up or not. Okay. I'm going to embarrass myself. But you guys, check these flowers out. I got these delivered. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. There's a video clip to play with this, right? Play that video clip. Give them a nice little plug for these flowers. It's my opening grand day, so I appreciate the love. But play their clip so we can give them a little plug for their business. And we're going to have a great news announcement, you guys, about this situation with this flower boutique. So Kareem Antonio, Kareem Jackson Live is going to be doing a lot of great stuff. But these flowers got delivered for me today for my launch of my premiere, my back to the studio. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. Very heavy, y'all. Those are real flowers, y'all. Real flowers. Let me know if you guys have that video. Let me know if you guys got that. There you go, babe. There you go. So you guys know that we're doing the whole thing about the whole passport bros, right? You know that we're pushing this. So right now we're really pushing forward and trying to do a lot of cool ass partnerships. One of those is these guys right here. We're going to have our own flower shop all throughout February to Valentine's Day. This is a good way for you, passport bros. If you're in some love and your life in the Philippines, let us send them some flowers. This is a great gesture. I tested it out. I wanted to see, and they sent me flowers. I love flowers, y'all. I'm one of those dudes that loves flowers. So you guys, their website is the bomb, but I'm going to go there and get another website set up specifically for the fans of Kareem Jackson Live, you guys. So we're going to get these flowers. If you guys are looking to vet your girlfriend out here in the Philippines, this might be a good way for you to do it. Send some flowers. They delivered. They got to accept them, in their face, in their hands. So passport bros, everybody, even regular folks in the Philippines, if you want to deliver some flowers for Valentine's Day for your boo or any other time, you guys, we're going to be able to have this package set up for you. So you guys, thank you for being here. Kareem Jackson, I am here. You are live on the set. Can I get an applause or anything? Is no one clapping for me today? This is the premiere of the show. I am back, bitches. I have been gone for a while, so I am looking forward to being back. So Mal, can my team is asleep. you. I want to feel special. I want to feel special. Um, Grab your cocktails, you guys. Grab your coffee this morning. If you're in the U.S., you got your coffee here. I got my coffee. I'm both worlds, you guys. Both worlds. Because you guys, we're talking passport bros. And a lot of you guys have been bringing this crap to me, talking to me about this because you know I've been a passport bro since I was 8 years old. Father was a passport bro. Grandpa was a passport bro. Mama was a passport sister. Grandmama was passport sister. And shout out to Grandma Francisco Shea. She was passport sister. So I grew up with a whole lot of it. I've been actually abroad running my business full time for over a decade now. So we're going to get into this whole passport bros thing. We got about 10 minutes. They're going to have me go through you guys and explain this shit to you because you guys are you're falling for the okie doke. All those things you're seeing that are going crazy, and this is what they're complaining about the TikTok with the Chinese people running that, and the white folks trying to put the black folks. So now we're all arguing. The men hate the women, and now the Negroes. Now we hating Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Latinos and Filipinos and who knows what the hell else. So I'm gonna clear this shit up today because there's a whole lot of myths that you guys out there don't get. So we got some good ass hot topics we're gonna talk about, but the passport bros thing is kind of blowing up. And you guys have been blowing me up, asking me, what's up with this? What is it? Is this really what it is? And da-da-da. I'm like, hell no. That's like 1% of what it is. You know, maybe, hopefully. But most of everybody, the black brothers and the sisters out there especially, got it all fucked up. Because what you really think, let me get into this. And we're going to go to I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second. But we're going to get into this. What you guys really think about it is a black dude, straight, American, a black American community who's running around the country and not able to find the date or not able to find a good woman. But everyone, that's not really who passport bros are. One, it's a global phenomenon. But most of you, especially my sisters out there, some of you guys and brothers too, okay, you have it all twisted. One, the brothers that are going out there, I know they're producing videos, I know they're playing into this narrative, but at the end of the day, you know that doesn't represent the most of us. So, and understand those guys are probably really hurting inside, y'all. Ladies, they probably really hurting. And it ain't just about relationships. It's about a whole lot. We're going to get all into that kind of stuff. So, you guys, I want to show you this clip right here real quick, okay? This clip right here, one of the Passport Bros clips. I want to show this to shed a little light. And then we're going to go to a commercial break, okay? And then we're going to come right back here and get into this. So grab some snacks, you guys. Get Kareem Jackson, you're live on the set with me. We get into some good old topics. You guys know I deal with the expats and the foreigners and my international. If you guys don't know who I am, you can Google it, find out who it is. But we're getting into Passport Bros. But look at this video here that I want to come back and talk to you about it because we're talking the whole show about Passport Bros and the 10 myths that you guys are going through. But play this myth, this video for them out because I want them to see what I see.
You went after the passport bros, but did you ever check the white men that do this?
No. You know why? Because white men aren't dumb enough like black men to tell us about it. Just like black men are the only stupid ones in the bunch that'll get on the internet and publicly talk trash about their women. Nobody else does this but them. Asian men don't do it. Latin men don't do it. White men don't do it. It's only our men that get on the internet and try to humble us by talking trash about us like it works. Absolutely none of us think that white men don't do this. Hell, that's where the term mail order bride came from. We know that white men do it, but they're just a little bit more with discretion. And they got discretion. They have a little bit more dignity. But hell, if white women ain't gonna say nothing, they ain't nothing. What we gonna do?
You guys, first of all, I want to play that video because I want you guys to really see there's two sides. So now the passport sisters are getting into it. They saying the brothers are mad at them and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure that some of them probably are. But when it gets into it, you guys understand this. I'm going to explain to you in this episode, you guys, this whole time. You guys, we're live. So if you're live here seeing this, it's not the replay, then you can chime in. You can get onto the show. I can talk to you. If you think I'm bullshit, call me out. You can give me some content. You can comments. I'll give you a link. We can talk about it. But in this video, I'm going to explain some myths and some realities that they are getting us. They're pitting us. I don't know if it's Republicans, Democrats. I don't know who the hell it is, but they're pitting us against each other. And that's not the issue at all. Black women aren't the issue. Black men aren't the issue. That's some okey doke shit. And you guys are falling forward like some Bama niggas. Okay, you need to get off of that. We're going all in today, okay? So you guys get your coffee, get your cocktail. I'm telling you, we're going to take, if you're in America, good morning, wake the fuck up. We're going to have this conversation today. I'm unapologetic this whole episode because I want to kick off your Monday, hello, or kick off the tax season in America, kick off your Black History Month. Shout out to my Black History Month people with some real deep topics. And this issue of passport bros and passport sisters, this okey doke perspective they're feeding you and you're falling for and you're pitting against each other. The issue has nothing to do with us, and it's an opportunity, and we need to jump on board. So let's catch up. Quick question, quick thing here, you guys. You guys got this clip. My prayers are going to go out to Ricky Smiley, who lost his son, bro, Brandon Smiley, who passed away this past weekend, I think on Sunday in the U.S. I think we have a clip there. I'm not sure if we can play it. If I threw this out there and you guys, but my prayers go out to the Smileys. This is amazing, you guys. God bless you. May the Lord bless your family, give you strength and healing and understanding. When a father loses a son, I can't imagine in Lord's name how that must be. But Lord, please bless this family. Please bless them so much. Brother Tavis and his son, God bless them at the end of the day. I don't know how he's dealing with it. But you guys, another note. On the whole passport bros okie doke thing. So you're so busy fighting with each other, you didn't realize, maybe you did, I don't know if you realized or not, but Governor DeSantis in the US, right? He's literally getting rid of in his area, which of course, they're trying to do the whole thing in the United States. The AP African American Studies, remember the whole African American Studies that you learn in school and maybe they play Roots while you was in class on a VHS tape. He's trying to get rid of all that. Are you guys watching this? Are you guys watching any of this shit at all? Are you fighting with each other? But anyway, honestly, you guys, the next big boom, don't let them fuck you over. The next big boom, when it comes down to it, is going to be folks paying to take all these classes, white folks included, for a lot of money outside of school. They're sitting up here making you argue with each other, but the real reality is they're going to literally lose students. They're going to, okay, I'm going to go get my degree somewhere else or go get a class somewhere else, pay a bunch of money because I want to learn this on my own. The same as they did with the hip hop music. So another thing I want to get into, you guys, is the election is coming soon in the USA. Heads up, you guys know I'm heavy. I bring politicians on, all this stuff, passport bros and sisters. Let me tell you this. You can vote when you're abroad, okay? So it's easier for that absentee ballot, the whole white folks was arguing about or whatever. That ballot is for us. And military, you know about this too. 3.5 million of us, you guys. So just about a year away, passport bros, passport sisters, instead of fighting with each other, let's get back in track. Let's understand what we're dealing with here, why you left the States in the first place. And you know what about those chicks? U.S. expats, all of y'all, we are 3.5 million strong out here. We can vote. Okay. So while you're thinking that it's a few and black folks are just dating with the girls, 3.5 million. And it's probably more now, or going to be more, because a lot of folks are getting their passports. Now there's an influx. So CRT, African American Studies, all of those things, y'all, that's going to be the next hip hop. Mark my word, because they're making it like it's some big, huge thing that every kid's going to be like, well, what class is that? It's going to boom now. Watch this, okay? We're talking about you guys for just tuning in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You can chime in. If they got comments, you guys, just let me know. But we're talking about the passport bros things and pushing this myth narrative. But anyway, again, you guys, chime in, share this, like this, get your passport bros, passport sisters in this conversation today. We're going all morning. It's a full episode of Passport Bros. I ain't got no damn guests or nothing. It's just me and you. But before we get into that, you guys, I want them to play my intro, okay? I want them to let you know who the hell I am. I want you to play, we got a commercial, we got to pay some bills around here, you guys. And then I got one more Passport Bros video I want to show you to set this tone of this conversation. But of course, please, Brother Mao, team back in the back. Matter of fact, before we do this, Mao, are you there? Can you turn your mic on, Mao? So these people think I ain't crazy. I think they think I'm fucking crazy.
Hey.
How are you, Brother Mao?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you very much, bro. This is Mao, you guys, our co-producer. He's in the backstage doing everything, making it go and rep it. I don't want to bother. This one make them think I'm talking to some imaginary ghost. Mao's making it happen. You guys, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're here. Our first episode back after a long season, and I've missed you guys. So Mao, go ahead and play the intro for them and let them see some, commercials and grab a snack and come on back and all that great stuff.
Success is for everyone. You're special. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Kareem Jackson is here. Turn your dreams into reality. Remember, baby, success is for everyone. Live on the set. New shows weekly.
Having a good time, people. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Go grab a snack and come on back.
Hey, you guys, Kareem Jackson, you were live on the set. I got some news to tell you. 10 years ago, I left California, USA on the beach, and I got on a plane. I went to the tropics, and I reinvented myself. I wanted to turn my dreams into reality. I had a great time, great friend. I published magazines, books. I meditated. I said coconut shoes, guys. I had tattoo competition, weekly shows. And I want you guys to know I sat down, and I wanted to write step by step how I did it. How did I get free? How did I outsource everything? How did I get to where I could run my company from my laptop? And now I finished it. It is done. My new book, you guys, Outsource Everything, is out now. I finished it. I'm telling you all about how I gained my freedom, how I live in the tropics next to the beach in a beautiful lifestyle, and I still run my business. I outsource everything. My new ebook, it's out now, you guys. It's available right now, you guys. I made it work. Freedom is here for you. You can get the same freedom that I did. It's totally possible, and it's totally doable. And this has never been a better time to do it. Grab my new ebook, Outsource Everything, on Google Play and the App Store, you guys. Of course, KareemAntonio.com/my ebook. Outsource Everything. Outsource Everything. How to be a minimalist CEO by Kareem Jackson. Introduction for small business owners and entrepreneurs. Presented by Kareem Comer and the Chunks Group.
To break free.
I love what I do. I love where I'm going. And I love how I'm getting there. Ford Explorer. Escape. And Edge. Find out why Ford SUVs are number one in brand loyalty.
3, 2, 1. We're live. Hello, world. Success is for everyone, baby. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Yes. Let's go.
Welcome back, you guys. I'm Kareem Jackson. You're live on the set, you guys. I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you, Ford, for all that lovely shit. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause. I can remember that. I love that. Thank you. I got me some regulars from coffee here, you guys. This coffee is Malangay coffee, you guys, from our friends over at MJ Lopez. He has a company named MJ Lopez. You'll hear more about that. This Malangay coffee is amazing. It's so wonderful, you guys. If you guys just tuning in, by the way, I'm Kareem Jackson. You're live on the set, and I'm telling you, we're getting into the whole Passport Bros. We talked over some hot topics, but the whole Passport Bros thing has been really blowing up, especially for Black folks. I'm getting some 10 myths, you guys, that I'm sick of hearing about. I'm hearing out there that it may be choppy, y'all. I'm sorry about that. You know how hey, it's the new normal, baby. You don't know, we're in third world countries. We're all over the world. So it may be your network, it may be my network, but if you're choppy out there, whatever. But put up you guys give us the comments. I want to know what you think about this. First of all, we're getting into the whole thing about what you guys think a Passport Bro really is. Okay, that's the first myth that they're breaking down to, and they're kind of fucking up and telling you lies and making you guys argue amongst each other. When it comes down to it, you guys are falling for the okie doke. Okay. First of all, what they really think it is, okay, by the way, I'm looking at messages. William Duff, brother, I appreciate you being here, man. I'm glad that you're here. I look forward to working with you on these projects. We're going to talk about the Passport Bros trip here a little bit later in the show. And William, brother Duff, I'm telling you, you're going to have a good time. We need to bring some folks in because I'm going to bring and show a Passport Bros and Passport Sistas experience is a little bit different than what they're talking about. So I'm glad you're here, brother. If you want, let me know. I can give you a link, and I don't have any problem bringing you on the show today. You can just have your voice. We can talk about this a little bit because folks think I'm bullshitting. They think I don't know what I'm talking about. And, brother, I know that you are a witness. You have had a sister that you worked with here to build something, to build a business and things like that. It ain't about what everybody's talking about. So they tell you this, the pretty much thing. Okay, passport bro. This is the meaning, the definition they're putting out there in the propaganda world. Passport bros is a brother who is sick, okay, and tired of sisters' attitudes. When you first read this perspective, you should already know it's not written by a black person. Okay, you're just this, because of course these sisters, right, who have held brothers down through slavery, right? These sisters now are so bad, their attitudes are so bad that they have such lack of support, lack of respect, and seemingly gold digger attitudes, right? Am I hitting on it? Now, of course, that's reality for a few ladies, but it's not that many of them, okay? So that's what they're making you now believe that black women are. Not young, not a niche market, not a few, but this is what they're marketing globally now, okay? They got you guys arguing with Filipinas and Asians and Puerto Ricans and Cubans, and come on now. So these brothers, okay, understand this. This is what they want you to believe. It's the propaganda. These brothers are going to the post office, making sure they got no felonies. They pay all their child support up because they want to get their passports, the post office. They're going to get all their funds together because you need thousands to do this, okay? This ain't no joke. You need $2,000 for a plane ticket. You need some money for the passport in the first place. They're doing all of this, and they're going abroad, 21-hour flights, 14-hour flights, 6-hour flights to get a girlfriend, to have sex. That's what they're doing. That is really what y'all believing right now. That's okay. So let's keep going. So this is what they got you believing passport bros are, and this is where the confusion's coming in. And I know I'm supporting my brother. I'm giving them some love. I'm telling you why later in the show, but I want you ladies to understand this is a scam. Okay, do not fall for this. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep black folks, this brothers included. You got a few bad women you choosing, whatever. But I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna tell you some truth too, brother. You know, when you go abroad, it ain't just about that. That's all you see, bling bling. That's like Disneyland, Hollywood. But you got a life abroad. You working and shit. So it ain't all about that, right? So they go over there for dating, for sex. That's it. They're doing all this. They're so desperate, and usually they're looking for wives, right? Wives who appreciate them, right? You know what I'm saying? Wives that love them, that surrender to them, that do all these things. Wives that are submissive, wives that are traditional. And then they're making you think also with this propaganda thing that the black folk, brothers and sisters, are falling for. And mind you, the big key thing that you're missing in this whole thing is you're being able to do all this at your current status, financial and otherwise. Remember, they're just getting in a plane, they're traveling, and all of a sudden, boop, they're the shit, right? And of course, they're telling you that they're not trying to bring any of these women home. Oh my God, no. Why would they bring any of these women back to America? That would defeat the whole purpose, right? Listen to this propaganda. Listen to this. Like you've never seen a mixed couple in America. So all of a sudden now, they don't want to ruin these women, so they don't want to bring them home to America. What? Understand this. Most of those women probably are happy where they're from, and they don't want to come to America. Okay? That's the more the crap that you're listening to, that you're believing. And it's the biggest crock of propaganda shit I've ever heard. I'm telling you, okay? You guys are really believing this, brothers and sisters included. You can chime in if we want to argue about it or talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's like, no. The Pastor Bro situation, I'm going to get into these myths. There's 10 major fucking myths, and you're falling for it, brothers and sisters. Before I get into that too, you guys, I want to play another video about a passport sister situation. Because I'm trying to set this situation up so that we can have this conversation so you can see a few perspectives, a few situations here. This video here, you guys, is crazy. And it gives you a visual of the situation for the passport bros and sisters and the whole expat abroad lifestyle. Because there's an okie doke here. They're pitting us against each other. And I'm going to break that down and stuff like that. But a video is worth 1,000 words. So, Mr. Mao, if you don't mind giving these guys one more taste of this. When you see this, we're going to talk about this.
Why I chose to leave the U.S. and now I'm living in Central Portugal. And hi, if you're new here, my name is Kara, and I'm going to travel abroad. I wanted to leave the U.S. because I wanted a slower pace of life. My husband and I were just really over the toxic hustle work culture of America. Last year, shortly after our daughter was born, I was working mornings and my husband was working nights, and we barely saw each other. And I specifically remember looking at him saying, "It shouldn't be this hard." And I didn't have postpartum depression. It was like I had postpartum rage because I was on TikTok and I was seeing people in other countries getting a year's worth of maternity leave, and I had to beg the company I worked for at the time to give me any time off at all after working for them for almost 2 years. And as time went on, I saw more people on TikTok who were living and traveling abroad, and they had more flexibility. They were safe and access to good medical care that wasn't tied to their employment. So I started doing some researching. I compared countries. My husband and I saved up all the money we had so we could start traveling and living abroad. I'm running out of time. Plus, if all for part 2.
Okay, let me break this down to you real quick, okay? I'm playing Miss Thing here. I love her. If you guys follow her, she's on TikTok. I know it's lag. I'm sorry about that. You guys are trying to fix that lagging thing that's going on. But her name is Cara Celeste West, okay? Cara Celeste West, okay, this sister, she took her husband, a white boy, and her baby, biracial kid, out of America. She documented the whole damn process from the post office, from quitting her job, the whole finding a job, the whole plane ticket, the baby food, and you hear what she's talking about. When it comes down to it, you hear what she's talking about. She is saying nothing about the relationship, nothing about blacks against men against black women or whites, nothing about that shit. She's talking about in America, that shit is high as hell, high as giraffes pussy, as my dad used to say. And we see everyone around the world being able to do this and do this and do this and do this. And we want to do it for a while, not forever, maybe, but we want to experience this. And she's making enough money to be able to take care of her man and her baby. Okay. I think he's a stay-at-home dad. So hello again, you guys. Welcome back. You guys, we're talking about this whole passport, bros. Get in here. We're talking about it. It's a real thing, you guys. Passport sisters. Yes, thank you. Get in here, y'all. Let's get into these myths, you guys. Let's get into these myths. Number one myth that they got you guys falling for, and you've fallen for this like you can't believe. You've fallen for the okie doke so tough, so bad, right? It's been happening for literally 100+ years. White guys have been with Japanese, Vietnamese, Filipino women for literally generations. Have you not seen, Pocahontas? And I don't mean, I mean the real CRT, critical race theory, Pocahontas story. Remember, America was abroad before, okay? Not the Disney version, the one where she is literally an American Indian, okay, at that time, right? Beautiful, whatever the situation was with them, woman, a teenager at that, okay? Like a 16, 17-year-old teenager, okay? Who eventually married at 17 or so a tobacco farmer named James Rolfe, that history, the one that you're not going to learn no more in DeSantis' schools, right? That history. His name is James Rolfe. You guys check him out. Married her at 17 or 18. They had kids and every damn thing. She eventually moved, right? He's up. This is a passport bro from way the fuck back, right? She moved to England, became a celebrity, every damn thing. I don't know what happened. No one knows what happened. At the end of the story, the sad story is she died in like 2021. So this whole fabulous life and England, and then it lasted like 4 years. But my point is, that is freaking Pocahontas. Pocahontas is not a Disney story. It's a real story. That was a passport, bro. They've been doing it forever. Then think about it. Look at the real versions of Tarzan, King Kong, hell, shit, Color Purple and Roots. This is not new. They've been doing this for such a long time. And within the day, when we sit up and we can't understand the difference, okay, William Duff, you guys, a friend of mine. William Duff, is he? Okay, hold on one second, William. If you're back in there, William Duff, he's going to be working with us, hopefully on Passport Bros, the trip. He's in the States right now. If he's backstage, brother, hold on. Yeah, we're going to get into this. We get into this today, brother William. But I want them to understand that these boys, they've been doing this for a long time. And now we're attacking each other as if it's something new. And that's not the case. So please, give William Duff the code. Tell him he can guest. He can come on in here for a second. we're going through these 10 myths of passport bros, and right now we're on number 1, talking about how the passport bros situation. One, it's not new. That's a myth. This is nothing we've discovered. This is nothing that they've just discovered. With the whole relationships and all that kind of stuff like that, this has been going on for quite a while. So if you got any ideas about that, I can go ahead, William. I mean, we can talk about that subject some more. But I really want to bring home and understand, you guys, that now when it comes down to it, we can't fall for these things no more. We can't continue to let them divide us. That Republican, Democrat, racism, that's usually, that's only going on in America for the main part, you guys. It's really crazy. And somehow the narrative is literally being pushed, the content online and everywhere. And then now it's breaking into mainstream news where you're seeing news channels with passport bros on it. And it's always this weird, angle of chicks. Like they're literally 16-year-old kids going through puberty, and they're going to travel the world because they want to have chicks. Like what? I mean, I get the whole dynamic with some brothers who are saying that the women they meet or they've met have been terrible. But of course, my mom ain't terrible. My sisters ain't terrible. My sister, they both married. They both got houses. They both got cars. They both rolling. They both professional. They both got husbands. I don't know what you're talking about. My family ain't rocking like that. For them to really believe, right? It's like, doesn't matter. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't, and they're making you think that this is something new. It's new to us, and we're just catching on. And I'll tell you this: we need to probably be doing it together. Let me see here, you guys. What link do we need to give William Duff? Yeah, let's get William in here. Um, let's bring him in here. I think that William, these folks, I'm going through these myths today because I really, 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 really think that we need to break these things down. Because one, these brothers out here, they getting in trouble, they getting put in jail, they getting knocked out, they getting drugged up, acting like this is something new. Um, I think this is the one out here. Let me send this to you. Um, but I'll tell you, man, it's one of those situations where this narrative really only suits certain people. It does not suit us at all. It doesn't suit black men. It doesn't suit black women. It's not the way that it is. Most people, when you travel the world, unless you're like some white college kid and on spring break and going to Mexico, typically you travel the world. It's a lot more sophisticated than that. I mean, we're not kids. We're not rock stars, right? It's a little more sophisticated. So the whole situation of it being that it's going on for such a long time, it needs to be a situation where we start realizing that when it comes down to it, the issue is not really with us, meaning between black women and black men. That's not really what it is. Remember, these guys, at the end of the day, whatever's happening in America for these guys, and William, you can tell me more about this when you get on here. I sent him the code, y'all. He's going to try to get in here and get in the back room. You guys can put that link, by the way. Just put it into the chat. What's up, brother Duff? I see you. Put it in the chat because they want to get in here and talk some shit. I don't give a damn because we're going to fix these myths today, baby. So why don't you guys put that link that William signed in from? Just go ahead and put it in the chat so they see I don't give a damn. Bring brother William in here, man. I see him in the background back there. Your camera's on vertical, but that's all right. We gonna work with it. Can you bring Mr. Duff in? Yeah, when you got a little applause, Mr. Duff, Mr. Little applause. We got applause. We got sound effects. We got a little applause for Mr. Duff. Brother William. There you go. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Can you hear him? Let's get his sound on, you guys. Let's get William's sound on. He got his sound on. I don't hear what William's saying. I can't hear him. You on mute, they said, William. You on mute, brother. You on mute. You need to take that mute button off. See, these passport bros, y'all, they be the older ones. They be the ones that's moving a little bit slow. They just learning buttons and stuff. So, you got to work with them and all that kind of stuff like that. But y'all, if you're just tuning in, we're getting into this whole Passport Bros for the whole show. We got 2 hour show. We're going straight through, and we are rocking these 10 things. William, this brother right here, when he comes through, let me know when he comes back up. When he comes in, y'all, William, brother, this guy, you know, like myself and my family, it's the situation with it, as I was saying, is that it's been going on for a long time. Going on for a very long time. Okay. And I'm still a number one, y'all. So while we getting William back, let me get number two. That's the second myth that y'all are falling for, that you're missing. Gay men and women have been passport bros fucking as long as what it is way more. They've been going to Europe and Amsterdam. They've been smoking weed legally in Amsterdam for a century. They've been doing it for longer than any of y'all. You can't even imagine. The gay community, the LGBTQ, they've been traveling. You go to a gay club in any given city, and the whole world rainbow is represented in that gay club. So that's a very diverse community, and they're very open. They love tropical. They love this. You know, y'all, I hate to say it, but you saw that motherfucker, that murderer, what's his name? Was killing all the gay black kids or whatever with this show on Netflix. I'm just saying, they've been liking traveling and going places and meeting people that are different than them for a long time. So the gay community abroad, let me tell you this. Let me give a little shout out to the gay folks, for example. Let me tell you why. One, transsexuals, baklas, drag queens, you know, lady boys, whatever you want to call them. It's much more accepted abroad in many places. Remember, we only talk about Dubai and Muslim countries. First of all, if you know the rules, you don't go. And for black folks, bullshit aside, this places in America we can't even go, especially historically. So if you tell us that we can't act a damn fool in your country, we cool. Okay, we get it. We know what's up. Everyone else is complaining and trying to blame them, whatever. But in other countries, right, you don't go, you go, it is very accepted. It is very open. They do have a nice, maybe not as much of a community as America does, but historically, meaning the 60s, 70s, 50s, because they've been going for a long time, the gay community has. This situation has been going on for quite a while, right? So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the gay community been doing it. And mind you, the white queens ain't fighting, ain't arguing with the tops and the bottoms because they going abroad and getting the top. That's not the conversation. Somehow they didn't push that narrative with us, but no one else is doing this. You guys, there's one more clip, you guys, if you don't mind playing one of them from these passport bros. Anyone you want to play, but I want to play another one for you guys. I want you guys to get a little bit more about this story to see how serious this is getting for us and how this okie doke is really taking our community left, right? And instead of focusing on the real reasons to get a passport, the real reasons to travel, which we're doing, which mind you, that's the okie doke. The truth is all these passport bros, they're doing all this stuff. But for some reason, the media only wants to show you the chicks they dating or ask them questions or make them put topics and algorithms in about the chicks they're dating, not about how they're living, how they're relaxing, about their mental health. So we're going to get into that. But go ahead, you guys. Okay, I know, brother. I know, William Duff. Keep on trying, brother. Keep on trying. He's still trying to get in backstage, you guys. Trying to fix his phone. These passport, they a little older sometimes. But you guys, play this video for them real quick and give you another perspective, because some of you guys are watching from the Philippines, you're watching from Africa and all over. You're not all just in America. Shout out to my hometown, but in America, y'all, and you guys know we work with the Department of Tourism around the world. We have publications around the world. I've got, awards from around the world. I'm telling you, a lot of folks are kind of shocked at this issue that's happening within our community, our Black community right now. But check this video out, you guys, and come on back and let's talk about this real quick.
The best thing about the passport bros is that women have came out and said, yeah, we're joining this movement. Women have been like, yeah, I left the country to find my husband. That's how I got the man I'm with today. Or women being like, I'm joining you guys. I'm leaving the country now to go find my husband. And they're mad.
Play another one after this, Neil. We played this one already. Play another one after this. I'm going to see the other one.
You're just mad. No, American community wants you. Why are y'all mad that women are doing it too?
Yeah, play this one. I want them to see.
Like they're getting
Here we go.
women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, and like women that can speak very little English. Women that don't have women that need that. Women that need that.
They learn everything from their mother how to be a wife, how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need it. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
No, yeah, no.
I was Charmaine, and I am 23 years old. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Oh, wow. Impressive. Okay, so Charmaine, would you consider dating a foreigner? Yes. Wow. I would love to. You would love to try to date a foreigner. Okay, so why is that? I think I have to try something new to try because from my past, I always dated Filipino guys, and I think nowadays it's okay to date a foreigner. Okay, so you want to explore. Yeah, explore. Doesn't matter what race a guy is. For me, it doesn't matter. As long as either it's white or black or brown, as long as I'm comfortable with that person, I'll go for it. You go for it.
Okay, I'm telling y'all, they coming for the brothers, you guys. They're coming. The sisters too. So the gay community been doing this for a whole long time, you guys, and now you see this one thing is popping up right now too. Number 3, y'all. You see this, y'all. Women have been doing this. They've been doing it for a while too. They don't want y'all to know this. The passport sisters, they are making a name for themselves too. They're a real thing, and they ain't just black. They white. They black. They from all over the damn world. Passport sisters is real. I know quite a few because most of my followers, my clients, my fans, my friends in my real life are women. Women, I don't know what it is, but like women, like a lot of them. I'm gonna tell you them, they are also sick of the brothers in the USA and in the UK too. And brothers could mean white boys too. I know some white girls that are passport sisters too. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, the women out there, you may not be thinking about it. You may not understand it. You may not really think much about it. It kind of goes through, but you have to understand. The first girl, the passport sister, which took her man, her baby, passport sisters is real too. And you saw the other clip with the girls talking about the passports and how women are getting theirs and now the dudes are mad. I don't know what the whole thing was. Why we always fight? Like what you could say the girls got their passports and we waking up to it too, and not actually have to say anything about dudes at all. I don't get the whole pitting us together. I guess it means an algorithm. And this situation we're talking today, I'm gonna tell you this. We're talking about all these issues. But I'm going to come from the perspective of empathy and understanding from both sides. Okay, so this is going to be me pitting. That's not what it's about. So the passport sisters thing is real because a lot of women, you guys, the number one educated in America right now are black women. The most traveling passport having right now are black women. Black women, black girl magic is booming right now. All the things that y'all brothers are complaining about. If you flip that shit around, black women are the number one tourism market around the world right now. It ain't just about Mexico and going to goddamn Dominican Republic that y'all be doing. They going to Bali and shit. They going to Paris, Emily in Paris. Like they're doing things like that. I can't wait for this new next girls trip that you heard is coming out. They're doing it, the girls trip, and they're gonna have the girls trip in Ghana. I can't wait to see how they portray it because you guys are gonna be blown away when you see this. So the whole situation is women have been doing this for a long time. Women are still doing it. Women are starting to do it even more. So understand that situation too, okay? It's not just about that. And then the other situation that you guys are kind of getting okey doked about is it number 4, you guys? You think for some reason, and they've got you thinking this too, that people are traveling doing all of this and it's all about sex and wives. Now you telling me, you telling me that you think that all this situation is from sex and wives. Okay, let me get in here. I can't. America's expensive, you guys. America's fucking expensive. And if you have the means and the business and the whatever, when it comes down to it, around the world, let me tell you, this is if you guys watching this, you think if I'm lying, I'm dying. Around the world, if you make $25,000 a year in most countries, you are a millionaire. 25, 35,000, 45, 55, even those $100,000 a year guys, that's who's going. Because imagine this, you guys. They could be working they could have a good job, be a good dude, but he only makes 25,000 a year for whatever, whatever the issue is. 35,000. This, mind you, this is before taxes, people. And you're telling me that if I moved from Chicago to, say, Hollywood, I could be a millionaire, at least live better. Because remember, I have moved from Kansas to Hollywood. Or I've actually moved from Hollywood, Long Beach, San Diego to Kansas because the quality of life, because I paid $1,000 for my first apartment out of high school in San Diego. And I knew that the same a house in Kansas at that time was half of that. A fucking house with a yard and shit and a gate and every damn thing. So we know that way in America, for example, okay? But imagine you're that 25,000, 35, 45,000 a year dude, and you can move somewhere, forget where it is. And all of a sudden, not only can you get a cheap apartment or a house, but you're literally a millionaire in that neighborhood now. And you're thinking that, and they got you really believing, sisters, okay? They got you really believing that these brothers are leaving you. And they got these brothers really thinking in their mind. When I hear them talking bad about you, sisters, I understand it because I've been through it. I've been through it. But one thing I realize is that the reason that even the sisters act the way they act and need the money they need is because of the U.S. The standards of situations there, the quality of life, what you need, what's valued, all of these things. So now you're sort of you realizing that no, we might need to move. My baby sister, shout out to AlanaLocks.com, you guys, on Instagram, Alana Locks. She's the baddest dreadlocks, sister in America. She lives in Texas, though. Born in California, went to Kansas City, moved to Texas now, got married, have a balling, got a house, got a Benz, right? Alana Locks on Instagram. Alana's Locks. She moved and was able to boom in Texas. Okay, so now what's happening is these same brothers and these same people, it's not necessarily they can even boom. They're able to go somewhere and all of a sudden they're millionaires there. They matter there. The women respect them. It's not because they're respectable women. I mean, they are. Don't get me wrong, they are. But understand, if you know in your heart, sister, if you've given this brother the blues, but if you know that if that same brother had double the money, triple the money, 20 times more the money, you might be different too. You might be softer too. You might be sweeter too. So what's happened is that America has emasculated men. But brothers, we don't get emasculated. That don't happen. That's not our culture. We're not going to run around and be simps. And if we are simps, we're going to call you simps. So what these brothers are doing is fighting, thinking it's the women, thinking it's your attitude. But you know what? The same brother, you tell me if I'm lying, I'm dying. Tell me, y'all. You can tell me in the comments, you guys, whatever. These same men, when they're abroad, they opening those doors. They tipping good. They buying them lashes. They taking you out there. And you know why? It's not because the girl's better than you. Nope. I bet you $1,000. For most of them, they probably wish she was you. Don't get it twisted. The whole world loves black women. Don't even let them brothers know. You get on a plane and see what happens. You couldn't even walk down the street in Europe. So I'm just saying, the baddest black girl, she goes around the world. She gonna be a model for Ebony in Paris. Josephine Baker, the Holiday. There's a whole bunch of that have left the country. Me in America went to Europe, went to wherever, and boom. I'm just saying. Don't forget about the Ghanaian artists and the Ghanaian singers. Okay. But my point is, these brothers right here, what's happened is that $25,000 dude that you know deep in your heart, sister, he's a good dude. But he just can't. He just ain't. but he working every day. He the manager over there at Church Chicken. He working. He making 35, 45,000. He working at the. He got a roofing company. He's a plumber, but he got a nice truck. He making that money actually. He got the skills. He's a good dude. You know that if it wasn't for the money, you wouldn't leave him. You wouldn't talk to him. None of that stuff. So what happens is that dude's able to go abroad. He's able to go and do different things. And then all of a sudden, that dude, he's thinking that it's you. But remember, the reason those women abroad can be women and be taking care of their man and all the things that you're missing, people, is because the US dollar and the US mindset, the European Western mindset goes so much further. If you got a salon, or are you doing some hair, or you got a car wash in the United States and you pushing it and you ain't making no money, you can't open you a car wash in Asia. You'd be the first black person to open a car wash in Bangkok. You pay Snoop Dogg car wash all day long. Do it like we do it. Bikini girls on Fridays, da 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 da. You would boom. You would do very well. The same with many people. So what happens is these guys, all of a sudden, it's not just the women and the sex and they completely feel amazing. They can really be the man that they really wanted to be for you. But in America, they couldn't do it and they don't know why. And they're going through trauma and post-traumatic stress and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the day, you're the one who takes it personally. But he's really frustrated about the situation in America for black men. He's really frustrated that he can't get you what you need. He can't let you not do. He can't afford to just pay motherfucker to take care of the plumbing, get the car wash, get the car wet. He can't do these things, right? And you think about this, you guys, before you criticize black men. In 1950, white folks, before integration, before all this, a white man could work one job at Sears, feed his whole family, go on vacation, have A1 credit, buy a damn house, have a car, two kids, and a damn dog named Lassie. Now these same brothers, they finally making that 25, 35, $45,000. Ain't nothing changed. It's the same money. It's the same jobs them white boys had. But all of a sudden, these brothers, they finally follow the rules. They get a job, they get a skill, they can't get a house. They can't get a wife. They can't have pride. They ain't getting no washer machines and no dishwashers like in the Flintstones and Levitts. Remember, Zenith. Remember all that shit? No, that shit is gone. So what's changed is now those brothers did the same thing and the outcome's different. Moving on, you guys. Number 5, you guys, this myth we're going to get into. And if you guys don't believe in this one, I'm going to tell you the truth that you're missing this one too. Number 5, you guys, racism in America. We got to say it. Yeah, racism is bad in America. You don't really notice it until you leave. But imagine this brother, or sister for that matter, but I'm talking to the brothers. I want you to understand that their situation. Imagine this brother getting a passport. Or no, going through fucked up shit. Okay, and he don't know why. Right? You complain. Everybody's complaining. He working every day. Maybe smoke a little weed. Maybe he don't. He can't get his life together. But then he gets a passport. He gets on a plane. And he goes somewhere. And all of a sudden, imagine this black dude, your dude, the one that you threw out, right? Goes abroad, and all of a sudden, he lands off the plane, and being a black American man is an actual asset to him, to the people around him, to his company, to wherever he's going to work, to the girls, to the boys, to the community, whatever. All of a sudden, the same dude that was beaten down by racism in America, he don't even know. I'm telling you the post-traumatic stress, PTSD, whatever the fuck it is, that disorder about for black men in America, especially black women, sisters, you're going through it too. We just don't act crazy, blow the fuck up, and shoot everybody in the damn room. But at the end of the day, unlike those cops, so they beat that nigga terribly. I don't know why yet, but but the cops are doing it. The black cops they caught, thank God they caught him. But I hate that it's black people. But The point of it is that same dude, no matter what the fuck they tell you, no matter what they're telling you in the news and the propaganda, racism, niggas, and the whole nigga thing is an American and Western European thing. Being a nigga in the Philippines is an asset. One, there's no word for it. Two, racism doesn't usually exist around the world. There may be discrimination. There may be, but Black Americans, we know racism. I mean, some systemic ass racism doesn't really exist. And if it does exist, as an American Black, we so used to it that don't even bother. You can call me a nigga to my face. That don't bother me. Just don't not let me live in the community. Don't hurt my children, right? Don't not service my poodle. You saw the little gay boy with the blonde hair with his dog that he couldn't get the groomer because he was Black. He was in the racist white area, right? Imagine being this brother that you were with. He gets off the plane and all of a sudden, being Black, driving a car Black, your dreadlocks, your body, your skin color, the way you swag, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you wear your outfits, the way you dance, the way you talk to your girls and women, the same thing. The curves, the whatever you got, all of a sudden, all of that in the boardroom and in the bedroom was an asset to you. That's what you're dealing with. That's what you're dealing with. It's really not what they're making you think that it's what you're dealing with. And that's what I'm calling the okie doke. So you're dealing with a situation with these guys that are now getting passports, they're going abroad, and you're fixated, and they're making you be fixated on one aspect, and you're totally not holding America up to its standard. Blacks, we're late. Late. But racism in America is real. And when you go abroad, ain't no racism like that. And the skills that we have as Black folks, everyone takes our music, takes our dancing, all of those things, right? We know that, right? Well, imagine when you walk in a room abroad and you're a real nigga. They like, oh shit, we don't need TikTok. We got a Black dude. Right? Show me how to dunk. Show me how to dance. Show me how to do this better. Show me how to market. Show me how to sell. Just saying. That's one thing they get bombarded with, and they don't know how to act. Number 6, you guys, on this whole myth thing that they're fucking you guys up over. The average guy in America and UK of any color or sexuality, okay? The average guy, the fucking below average dude, especially if you white, okay? Because there is still white privilege all over the damn place. But if you white, especially, so these little rinky-dink ass white boys, whatever, that couldn't get no dates back home. Oh, hello, they got their own. Okay, they doing good out here too. Because that same dude can be above average, maybe even upper middle class, and have all the benefits that go along with that abroad. Let me let that sink in for a minute. This dude that has been below average, y'all, his whole life, never been able to really enjoy, ain't never had a massage, a manicure, pedicure, eating fucked up ass food, making his body, fucking up his whole health and shit because he can't afford to really eat good food. And he can't cook, and he ain't got this average, but he working every day. The average dude, any color, whether he's gay, Black, white, straight, whatever, the average American or European guy gets on a plane and lands, and whether it's let's give it 5 hours or 25 hours, when he lands, he matters. He matters. When he lands off that plane, all of a sudden, that average dude matters. And you guys are beating these guys up, and I don't know where the delivery came with the passport bros dogging out the women. A lot of you women, I see how you treat these dudes and want to be flown out or whatever. But let me tell you this too, ladies. They also playing into you. If they really wanted a wholesome good girl, they wouldn't even be talking about no thoughts on Instagram. I get it. I get the whole thing. I love empowered women. I love Black Girl Magic. I love WAP. I love empowerment. I love women's. I got you. If you that chick, be that chick. My sisters, they that chick. They boss bitches. That's who they are. Both of them. One's very conservative. One's a hot girl. But they both rocking their world. My mother stands on her own, right? My grandmother, she stood on her own. You know, I grew up with strong ass black women, so I get it. But America, black men have been beaten up for a long time. They've been going through shit for generations. My father, I was with my dad, seeing him back in the day before he became a passport bro and after he was a passport bro and came back to the States, picketing in America to get business for his business because of discrimination in California and Kansas City and in Kansas and in St. Louis. I mean, I was there as a child while he doing my homework in the car while he's picketed on the fucking street. So these brothers to have this in them, and a lot of women don't understand this about black men. Doesn't matter whether gay, straight, queen, I don't care what the fuck you are. If you're a black dude in America, you still a black dude. You a black thug, you're a black punk, you're a black bottom, you're a black top, you're a black educated, you're a black rich motherfucker, you're a black poor motherfucker. And in the day, especially when you travel the world, you realize we black. So all of a sudden, this dude that, mind you, they're making 25,000, 35, 45,000 a year. They ain't making no more money. This is it. In America, if a brother's making 25, 35, 45,000, he doing his thing, he working whatever he's doing. You know those brothers, that's it for him. He got to maintain that. He might go back to school. He might put a record out. He might get into business, but technically that's why you don't like dating him. You know he gonna be, that's what he gonna be. So forget that he even knows you. This dude can get on a plane and all of a sudden, because he goes with his boys or visit somebody like me, you know, but he goes out and all of a sudden when he lands on that plane, he matters. His quality of life has quadrupled 58 times. People in the Philippines right now, today, $1,000 equals 58,000. Did you hear me? I think in Ghana, I think it's 100, something like that, or Nigeria. I don't know what that, but so all of a sudden, it's not about showing off. These men have never really enjoyed life. They've never, even if you're like me and you want to meditate and you want to relax, you want to enjoy life, right? So instead of working 75 hours a week, now you can work 20, and you can be on the beach. You can you can do things like that. So what happens is that these guys get off this plane and all of a sudden, poof, they doing it, man. They matter. They can go eat food from a restaurant. These are the niggas that was in the back. They were the chef at the Capitol Grill. They ain't never took a date to the Capitol Grill. But you mad that the chef of, not even, I'm sorry, the sous chef, the prep cook, ain't the grill, right? Or Hereford Steakhouse can't afford to take you to the Cheesecake Factory birthday every night. But you know what? Abroad, he can. How do you think he's going to feel? What do you think he goes through? Even if he's not, I think these brothers don't really realize it because they're going through some PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, okay? PTSD, okay? Lord have mercy. They're going through some PTSD stuff. I mean like black PTSD. They didn't even know they missed these things. They didn't even know. They never had no coconut on the beach. They never woke up and had maids, room service. I don't mean like a hotel room service. Remember, if you going abroad, you got a bungalow. That's your house. You got a maid. You ain't doing laundry. You ain't washing the car. You ain't. I don't even think they realize that the issue really is with America. Because if they could take you with them right now and do those things, you'd be happy as hell. You ain't got to fly a bitch out. You got a bitch with you. Let's fly out together. I'm just saying, y'all. So number 7, you guys. Number 7 in this is. Let me play one more. Let me play one more of these Passport Bros videos. You have another one back there for me. You have another one to show up, or you guys, I want to play this video because I want you guys to see that these guys, if you look at these videos, what I see is a lot of hurting brothers. These are brothers I went to high school with, y'all, that thought they was doing everything right, for real, making money, some of them. At least they look like it. But you don't know the crap that they're going through, right? In their heart. I ain't talking about in their life. I ain't talking about what they tell you. I'm talking about in general. Not to mention, they looking at these brothers around the world, or these white folks, or these Mexicans down the world that they working with at the restaurant, and these Mexicans sending money back home. He got a ranchero in Mexico working with you, or the Filipino sending money back home, and he got a whole damn, subdivision or some shit with his family on it back home. He telling you about it. They see this, but they're stuck. Play this video, please. Yes, I got another one, you guys, from Cara Celeste. Cara Celeste, she's a bad girl, but look at this video and come back and let me know she ain't struggling at all. Okay, she ain't sacrificing shit. Cara Celeste.
The series of living in Portugal as a boundless life family. Today was our daughter's birthday, so we decided to do something special and visit Pina Palace. Y'all, the hills to get up to this palace are intense, but the views are stunning. And the palace is unlike anything I've ever seen. This palace is actually located in the town of Sintra where we're living, and it's absolutely iconic. The palace was built in 1854, and the palace was built with a purpose to serve as a summer residence for King Ferdinand II. The palace is incredibly detailed, and you really do need a full day to walk the entire grounds. I still can't believe we're living in such a beautiful city with so many castles and palaces surrounding it. Living here is truly a dream.
Okay, you guys. Okay, commercial gets back into. Okay, good, y'all. People, does Cara look like she is struggling? Does it look like she just couldn't get a man and he couldn't get? Y'all are falling for the okie doke. My experience is like her. And remember, she in Europe some damn where. She ain't getting no goddamn financial benefits. She just getting benefits of a little bit. And being in a place is wonderful. Her man's white dude, so they in Europe. They over the hills are alive with the sound of music type, life. But it's a kid's birthday. They in Europe. She ain't thinking about y'all at the fuck all. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. No, I can't see who's watching, you guys. I can't see. I can't see the comments either. But I'm focused here, y'all. I'm talking to you. But you guys, number 7. Yeah, please, you guys. If you guys are commenting, please give me the comments. I can shout them out. Tell me who they are. Love to. I'm glad you guys are watching. Post those comments. Thank you very much, Joel. I appreciate that. Yes, nice topic. This is a hot topic. A very hot topic. I'm really excited about this topic, y'all. So number 7, you guys, you saw Celeste, or Cara Celeste, honey. Number 7, America, you guys, come on now. Don't be fucking around. America is expensive as hell, especially with inflation right now. It is crazy expensive. It's expensive for niggas and white folks and black folks and mixed couples and black couples and it's expensive, fam. And you literally kill yourselves. Me included. We literally kill ourselves to be average in America. Like I was saying, the dude, you kind of average. You making 50,000, 80. The average makes 45,000 a year in America. And then you want to try dating? That's hard as hell. It's so hard. Whereas, for example, in the Philippines, for example, or even in Ghana. Oh, shout out to Girls Trip. I can't wait to see it. The new Girl Trip in Ghana, y'all. You can live okay. At least you can live the same as you're living right now in the United States right now, if you're below average. Let me give you some numbers here. If you're the average Filipino, for example, lives from $500 to $1,500 a month. I mean, you may not want to live like they're living. You may not want to be simple. You need all the amenities and shit. But in that area, you got folks making $500 and they fine. Okay. You making $1,500 or more. You probably got a maid. You got a nanny for your kids. You run around like Celeste, you twirling. You can change everything. You can be on a whole nother level of quality of life for just $1,500 a month. You can afford to actually be a philanthropist if you want to. If that's your thing, you can afford to do it. And for a lot of people, being able to give back and give to their church and all of those things, that's their calling, but they are depressed and frustrated when they can't do it, when they can't do for their kids, when they can't do for their family. You can do that. Abroad, you can afford to literally give back. They're talking about that. It ain't just the girls, it ain't just the dating, it ain't just the sex and the rock and roll, people. You can actually feel in your heart amazing. So these passport bros, it's deeper. It's deeper than that, ladies. They going through some traumatic stuff. When they go abroad, you guys, you can reinvent yourself as a millionaire, at least a thousandaire. But in America, you wasn't shit. You couldn't even get a girl. You couldn't afford to do what you know you want to do. But in USA, they're struggling. They're working their butts off just to survive. How do you think they should feel? How do you think, if you think about it, how do you think that they would feel? What do you think the things that they would go through? What do you believe that they would be like, okay, this is how I'm feeling? They remember they're blaming you, and I think it's the propaganda, the algorithm, the Republicans, Democrats pitting us together so we don't focus on crap like Ron DeSantis, okay? The election coming up. But you're not focused on, besides women, why are they leaving? Millions of people. They have the largest surge of passport requests in American post offices in history right now. Not by color, by American, European as well. Folks, when it opened up, they got the hell out of the States and Europe. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on beating each other out. Okay. But we need to figure that out. We need to understand a little bit different stuff. Number 8, you guys. Another thing that they're not telling you, that you're not paying attention to, another thing you're really missing is that quality of life. Man, did we learn one thing in COVID, is that our quality of life, our food quality, our family, and our mental health is lacking in the United States. We learned that. The whole world watched us. Thank you, y'all. Got me another cocktail here, y'all. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys, we learned that mental health, all that stuff in America is lacking. You heard Miss Celeste in her video. Healthcare, mental health care, childbirth, days off. Abroad, you will have a better circle of influence. So these passport bros, forget the girl. They're around better people, better quality men. They can afford, okay, if they've got diabetes, high blood, anything, if they're just a healthy person, they can afford fresh quality food 3 times a day. They can afford to eat out 3 times a day. They probably have a cook, so you know you're eating good food. There's no need for McDonald's, unhealthy fast food. And the truth be told, abroad, you can also experience being a part of a real community. America, come on, you guys. There's lacking in family community. Family's your thing. Because some guys, they may want to admit this to you. They really, just like the girls, they want to be husbands. They want to be that dude. They want to carry that bag in the front. They do that. They might tell you that, but they tell the dudes that. So abroad, they can actually be in a community. And safety in abroad, most places, is like 1950s USA. Like you can leave your doors open, at night. You can walk at night in the street. You don't have to close that like that. You're okay. Maybe because you're living better, you can afford to also live in a gated community with a guard on the front gates and things like that. So it's nice. So you're in a subdivision and you're like, but you can't afford that in the States. So you can walk on the streets, you can be safe, you can do all that kind of stuff. And a lot of these guys, they've never experienced that. And the girls that they're meeting, right? They've not experienced it. So one connection they have that they're not telling you about is really and truly the girl and the guy, which could be American girl and American guy. Brothers, y'all could go together. I'm gonna talk about that later. But the girl, they know they're kind of experiencing this bliss together. All of a sudden, she has a dude that's making enough to where maybe he's making more than her, or maybe he's not. But he's making enough to at least hang with her because remember, a lot of women abroad got money, good families. Most are college graduates, you guys. You go to the Philippines, you go to a lot of parts of Asia, they're college graduates. They speak excellent English. They're not dating what you thinking they're dating. These are not old white dudes of yesteryear. This is not that situation. These are brothers. They're gonna attract celebrity women, they're gonna attract professional women, they're gonna attract, I mean professional by professional meaning like business owners and stuff like that. you know, it's they're gonna connect with different types of women. It's not just about how she looks. I'm gonna tell you this too. And let me know if you guys have another video for this in the back back there. Thank you. Thank you. I need some little coffee, y'all. Um, you guys understand this. These guys are able to get better women because the life is better. They're able to be the man that they wish that they could be for you, but they can't do it because America's really expensive. You're paying $20 for a dozen of eggs or some shit right now. Whereas here, a dozen of eggs, farm fresh from my neighbor's farm, is maybe $1.50. Maybe $2, $3. It ain't fucking 20. Okay? It's less than 5. And I think $5, you get the whole big ass flat tray with 36 eggs or whatever the hell that is, which you never can afford in America. You get 2 or 3 of those damn things for $20. So you're eating healthier, you're eating better. He can be a better man. And he's not coming home telling you that. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming home telling you that. He's not telling you that at the end of the day, really, it's not you. It's America right now. And I'm telling you this too. As I said, white dudes, they've been doing it for a long time, people. We're late. Oh, brings me my next situation here. Number 9, you guys, Black American men. I hate to be the one to tell you, but you're late. You're crazy late. Not all black men. Y'all niggas are late. Super duper uber late. Think about this. Forget the chicks. You're just now getting woke to the whole lifestyle transition thing of freedom. You're just now getting used to the relationships and the networking and the international and the global markets and the US dollar conversion rate and shit. What the fuck you been doing? You're just now figuring this out. You're just waking up. And now you're realizing this is not new. If you remember Roots, my godfather, Alex Haley, the Haley, shout out to you if you're watching Senator Haley. They wrote the damn book in Africa at our house because my dad was there on business too. Y'all late. People have been telling you this. They go into Ghana doing freaking, what is it? The girls trip. Who the hell do you think is in Ghana? Those are the Americans that left in the fucking 60s and 70s or some shit that are there. These are their children. They're going to Ghana. Ghana is our shit. Okay? I don't know what the America's not telling you. No, that Ghana was established for Black Americans who wanted to go back home. Y'all didn't go. Y'all parents didn't go. They said, fuck that shit. I'm staying here. I'm just going to be a nigga here. I'm going to build this shit. I'm going down with the shit. But there's hundreds of thousands of people that went back, and that's Ghana. The biggest fear for white folks, you guys, in America, especially if you're a white boy and your passport, bro, you know this, because that's why you leave too. The white boys, let me break this down for you too before we get to number 10. Let me break this down. The white boys leave because abroad, they can be better too. Abroad, they can be respected too. Remember, white girls ain't no different than black girls. The only difference is white girls don't say anything publicly. But you look at all these white girls with these husbands, these divorces. You've seen these celebrity divorces. Look at what they're going through. And remember, for white men, it's literally exotic women. They're literally saying no to white. I want black and brown and yellow. White girls are doing the same thing. Lots of white girls out here too. I know some single ones. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you guys are late. You should have been doing this a long time ago. You should have been traveling, man. You should have been getting out here. And I know our culture, black folks, we usually push behind. White dudes can go abroad. Thank you. White dudes can go abroad with $1,500, live for 3 months, backpacking and shit. They've been doing this a long time. You think they ain't dating all over the place? You think about it. You think they're not dating all over the place. You think they ain't sowing their wild oats. You think, remember, women too. Remember, it's safer abroad. Women can travel abroad. Women travel alone, a lot of them. Let me see what clip they you guys. Let me check this out, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see the clip on there, the link, but I can't. But you guys, I'm gonna play this clip. Just play that one, you guys. I'm gonna come right back here because I want to pound this in a little bit more on this number 9 because I want black folks to understand, brothers, you were late. I had a passport since I was 8 years old. I was my company from the U.S. 12 years ago, and I thought I was fucking late. If you didn't learn the 2008 recession when you saw all these white companies outsourcing hundreds of thousands of jobs but not losing a dime, if you didn't pay attention when you saw Donald Trump open at Trump Towers, Paris Hilton got a Paris Hilton Towers in Manila, if you didn't hear the news when they said that Donald Trump paid more in taxes in the Philippines than he paid in the United States, then you're missing shit. If you didn't see Tarzan, if you didn't see none of the movies, then you should have saw MASH, okay? If you don't see the movies, you know what? Look, open your fucking eyes and see Bruno Mars and see all these mixed, fabulous actors, and not just Canadian. I'm talking about Filipinos. You got comedians, top comedian in the world. His wife is Filipina. Comes out here all the time. David Chappelle, I'm talking about. Wake up. You see these brothers going through this shit, getting stressed out, making all this money. They doing the same thing as you. They thought if I do this, I do this, I do this, I'll be a man. I'll be able to be the king and all this shit. And they make $1 million. No different than you making $50,000. And in the day, the outcome is the same. So we're late. We got to fully get on that. So you guys, go ahead and please play this real quick. The clip, the one that you showed there, the Passport Bros situation. And let's go to a commercial break really quick, you guys, before I get to number 10. But when I come back, though, we're not done with number 9. We're talking more about some goddamn how you brothers are late, because I want you to understand that you're late, so you understand that you shouldn't be beating up your girl. And she shouldn't be beating you up either. You should both be mad at the situation that America's in right now, where they have all Americans going through stress. And now millions of people are finding ways to really push through. Let me know, you guys have this, because I really think that these Passport Bros videos, they really show you guys kind of how things are and how people are really arguing amongst themselves. When at the end of the day, the issue they should be having is not with themselves, y'all. They should be having an issue with the American situation, the inflation in the United States, the fact they don't know entrepreneurship, they don't know finance, the racism, the redlining, the fact that they're breaking up their homes and things like that. Yeah, let me see here if I've got, let me look at this here, you guys, because I really want y'all to see this. Let me look here, you guys, and see, because I really think that these passport bros, I get on a lot of these shows. I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to saturate the airways about passport bros because when we have a tour coming up and all those things, we'll get into that later too. After I get done with number 9, number 10, because we have a trip coming up. And you guys, it's a lot more than just, remember, brothers, you're late. Another reason you're late is white folks are coming here for kidney transplants, healthy diets, recovery. You guys are going to these different places for these Brazilian butt lifts. Well, here they get in Brazilian butt lifts and they're in recovery at spas. They're in recoveries at celebrity resorts. They fly and getting their nose done, their tits done. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons people are traveling the world, and you're just now figuring it out. And I really do think that when it comes down to the situation, you really need to think in your mind, why are we really arguing between ourselves? Why, if you're a passport bro, for example, now you're young, you're just waking up to this, and that's cool. Welcome. We're glad you're here. But you need to be thinking, why did I not know about this before? Why did me and my girl not know about this? Because when I had my company in the States and I was struggling trying to, because being a passport pro literally saved my company, my life, my livelihood. I found the love of my life. I found my relationships. I found my friends. I found my extended family. But why didn't we know about this before? Because when you go here, white dudes know, Spanish people know, Chinese fucking know. They already here. Australians know, British people know, white people from Britain usually. So why are we just now finding out that we can have businesses, we can thrive, we can be with our black women, black men abroad together and survive? Or whoever you're dating in America, you can be with your American partner and you can do great and survive together. I know couples that been together 45 years, but they're here because they can't afford as a couple to retire well in America. So they're here together. If their kids want to see them, they fly their ass out here to the Philippines to see them. A lot of them, they live in larger than their kids living. We don't have that clip. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I got you, y'all. Okay, yeah, that's right, you guys. Okay, you're telling me, you guys. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm on my script here. Tomorrow's show, you guys, we've got We Bank is here tomorrow, you guys. We're kicking off Black History Month. It's tax season in the United States. So the We situation, the bank that was on here before, this is their second time to the show, you guys. So thank you very much for that. These guys, the We Bank is going to be here talking about black money tomorrow. It's a whole episode about, because it's tax season tomorrow. The 31st is the day you guys get your W-2s or whatever. So when you guys are rolling out there, their bank, if you're in Kansas City, my hometown, they're giving free freaking no, we paid that bill twice already. But you guys, this we situation that we've got right here, when it comes down to it, oh my God. Phew. They're giving away people free tax returns when you open your checking account with them. They're the first black bank, credit union, whatever the hell, black bank in the hood in Kansas City where they're at. So I'm excited about that. They're going to be talking about money and how you can put your tax return into the bank and build this relationship. And I could not be here where I am today. I'm going to be a passport bro. You need to get a banker. If you're a passport bro, you need to get a banker. So just keep that in mind. If you're a passport bro, you want to get a banker. If you're in this Kansas City, that show tomorrow is going to be hot. A.L. Johnson is going to be with me. So I'm excited about that. And when it comes down to it, you guys, the tax season kickoff, we're talking mainly, you guys, black folks, we got to really, you're late, brothers. You need to get in on this stuff because all of this stuff, and it's not even finance. We ain't talking about finance and stocks and all these big numbers. You trying to get from $25,000 a year to joy. So things like having a banker, because even if you got 25, 35,000, you could be in abroad somewhere. You want to be able to call your banker. You don't want to just have an account somewhere. You want to be able to know. And then eventually when you start realizing, oh, I can invest abroad. I can open a barbershop. I can do different things abroad. You want to have all this stuff. So that's what I'm just saying about that. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. Yeah. Post these comments, you guys. If they got some comments, let me know. But you guys, the whole thing about us being late, I'm very serious about that. I'm very serious. And I'm saying that not to say that we're late, but just saying to say, yes, brother, Mr. Pearson, brother, I appreciate you being here. Black Asia Magazine. Hey, thanks for watching, brother. You guys, I'm not saying that we're late, like tardy, but I'm saying late in the sense that, okay, forget the stocks, forget the crypto, learn the US dollar conversion rate. No one's telling you this hack. I'll tell you a hack, and then we're going to number 10, y'all. I apologize. But I'm going to tell you another hack. If you got $1,000 and you take that 1,000, you get a plane, you fly, and you land in the Philippines, that $1,000 within 24 hours is worth 50,000 or more. So while you're reading all these things about how you can take your money and you can do, which is all good, it's all great. I'm not hating on that shit. I'm just saying, white folks have been using the US dollar conversion rate for a long time. If you hear the word outsourcing, offshoring, if you look at Donald Trump, his ties are made in China. Why do you think? Because it's cheap? No. It's not cheap. $1 equals 50. 100. It ain't cheap. Cheap is it's 25, dollars, and now it's 10. No. 25,000 pesos. I'm sorry, dollars is a peso millionaire. So if you, for example, have $25,000 you want to invest in a business or a product line or your business line or a marriage for that fucking matter, right? What happens is all of a sudden you can invest in a condo, a nice salon, because now that 25,000 is worth $1 million. So a millionaire is a millionaire. No matter where you are in the world, word millionaire is millionaire. So, and a lot of black folks, we're realizing, because we've been late, we're finally realizing that I'd rather be a millionaire over here than be struggling over here. So first it was leaving the big city, going to the suburbs or going to the small towns. Now they're realizing we can leave the country and go to another country. Whether even if they date or not, they realize they can have these different people. And I think people are not really realizing that that's the situation that they're getting into. That's the argument they're really having. Like I said, the whole lifestyle transition, the relationships, the US dollar conversion rate, I'm repeating it again because it's worth repeating, is the secret that white folks have been using against people in other countries for centuries. You know how hard it is for a Filipino to get a passport or a visa? You know how hard it is for a Filipino to buy a website domain because it's in dollars? It flips around. So you pop in, all of a sudden you're ahead of the game for once. How many black folks can say they're ahead of the game for once? I think you guys didn't find that clip, right? Did you find that clip? Let me know, because if not, we got another commercial break, I think. But if you found that clip, let me know. You guys get your cocktails. We got number 10. Number 10, did you find it? Okay. You guys, we're gonna go on a break really quick, and we'll be right back. So refill your cocktails, refill your coffee, shut out. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this clip. We'll talk about this number 10 now for Passport Bros. I'm gonna tell you number 10, little secret. It's a very divisive name. So we come back for the commercial. Let's talk about Passport Bros, divisive name, when we come back from this commercial break. Thank you very much, all, for being here. Grab a snack. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back.
Having a good time, people. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Go grab a snack and come on back.
I love what I do. love where I'm going. And I love how I'm getting there. Ford Explorer. Escape. And Edge. Find out why Ford SUVs are number one in brand loyalty.
Three, two, one. We are live. Hello, world. Success is for everyone. Baby, you're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Yes, let's go.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. Hope you got your cocktail, hope you got your coffee. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, Brother Mal. Thank you. Y'all, if you're hearing this for the tuning in, honey, we're talking about Passport Bros. Almost over now, so we almost done. We're at our 2-hour mark. I'm gonna shut this shit down in a second. But number 10 of the 10 myths, the Passport Bros are feeding you guys. You're being fed by the Democrats, the Republicans, the liberals, or whoever the hell is doing it. Number 10, you guys, Passport Bros is just a divisive name. No one called us Passport Bros until Black folks started going abroad. No one, that's not what it was called. Maybe it was called expats. Maybe it was called tourists. Maybe it was called, world travelers. Maybe it was called nomads. But it was never called the fucking Passport Bro. Never called the Passport Sister. So it's a very divisive situation. And this divisive name, the truth be told, when it comes down to it, I'm telling you, watch the shit y'all listen to. Watch the paradigms and the perspective that you feed into and that you let them manipulate you. Even the brothers out there, right? Okay, you guys know this is a very divisive term, very combative term. And the truth of it is that Americans in general, Americans are waking up to all the bullshit. That's what's really happening. Forget the money, forget the knowledge, forget the skills, forget your stress, even your physical appearance. If you're chubby, if you're insecure about something, forget your physical appearance. Remember, 25,000, 35,000, you're a millionaire, right? So you can actually kind of forget your financial status. You can kind of forget all of that stuff. And instead of so they're naming it Passport Bros, like Obamacare or some shit. Like that was a bad term too. It's not what it was called. It's called the Affordable Care Act. But Obamacare was just really divisive, right? So imagine this. All your finance, all your parents, everything that you got right now, you need nothing else but maybe a passport and organize your shit. Imagine if it's all enough. You are enough right now. Because let me tell you this, it ain't just you. America itself is hard. And truth be told, maybe you can take your wife, like Celeste, like the sister here, like Miss Cara Celeste West. Maybe you can take your wife, you can take your kids, your girlfriend, your fiance with you, and you can experience the lifestyle abroad together. No one's really, but you see this girl, she's proof that I'm proof that people are doing it together. So maybe instead of talking about how terrible you are to each other, you start thinking, if I could do this, I could do better for you. I'm just saying, okay? Do not fall for the propaganda and the really, really, really divisive rhetoric. I hate to see the rabbit hole that they're pushing Passport Bros and Passport Sisters and sisters at home through, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, ladies, Black men are waking up to it. Whatever it is, even as it's not because of the women. It's a lot more than that shit, okay? And you need to wake up to it too. You need to understand it's not necessarily just you. You're doing good, you're doing great. You might need to get a pass, you might need to travel too. You might need to take your kid. I am a passport kid. Changed my life. Real talk, people here. My personal experience, okay? I was blessed to grow up with a passport bro father, okay? Godfathers also. My grandfather, my grandma, I told you this stuff like this, right? And my godfathers, mind you this too, this is old school passport bros, right? They were married to Black American women. So being a passport bro was nothing about sex, nothing about girls and relationships. You had your family. It was about leaving the racism and the frustration and the burdens. And most of Black folks, we want to think that shit is gone till you see this brother that was beaten to a pulp, beaten to death, right? Just this past recently here, that these 5 cops or whatever it is are now finally being taken to and being held accountable. These guys are married to Black women. They need to get out, and they knew that America was holding back. They knew it. Whether they're musicians, whether they were singers, actors. If you follow me at all, then you know my dad left the USA at a young age, and he went abroad with his American wife, my second mother, shout out to Linda Cochet, my stepmom, and his life boomed abroad in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria, actually. He boomed. He went there with his toolbox and he was able to get in situations and opportunities. And he put me in private school. I went to American International School. It just changed everything. So for you girls out there fighting these passport bros, you might want to think about where you're raising your kids. What schools are your kids going to be going to? My godfather, Alex Haley, and the Haleys, I told you earlier, in America, they wrote the Roots saga, the book, and now it's a movie and a series, and they were all that. But they wrote it abroad at my family's home in Nigeria. Senator David Haley is a senator today. We are passport kids. So this decision the Black guys are making, whatever the propaganda machine is making you fall for the okie doke. But at the end of the day, sisters, if your kids can go to better schools, you can eat better food, they are safer. If you didn't see anything about Cara Celeste West video, understand that. Yes, that generation of Blacks wasn't my parents and my grandparents. They weren't really looking for wives necessarily. Some were. I remember some single ones went. They needed lifestyle. They needed opportunities for their children, for their family. So they went abroad because there it was real. My father literally struggled, could not make things happen when he was in the States, especially when he was in Kansas. And for me, my whole life, I've dated foreigners my whole life. Even when I was in the USA, I dated everybody, blacks, whites, everybody. It wasn't what it's about. Because my father was a passport bro, hear me out here, passport bros and sisters, hear me out. Because my father was a passport bro, I went to the American International School in Lagos, Nigeria, in elementary. I couldn't afford to go to no Pembroke or whatever the hell private school in elementary when I was a kid in the United States. And that changed my life. Back then, it was about being woke, that I wasn't a nigga, that I could achieve, I could become. It blocked me from that slave mentality bullshit. Back then, that was it. Dating and all the knowing that the racism and all those blocks are kind of down, that was icing and cherry on top of the icing on the cake. Your kids will benefit from this, maybe. I was a passport kid. I had an apartment and a Mexican partner, apartment in Mexico and a Mexican partner in high school. How advanced was I? I had an apartment and a Mexican apartment when I was in high school. I graduated high school in the 1990s. This is like 1986. I tried it all, people. So I've already had passports. You even need a passport to go to Mexico before. So there's no excuse why you didn't go to Mexico before. You even need a passport. You could use literally a student ID from high school and go to Mexico and go to Canada back in 1990s. When you still didn't leave, you still didn't know going to work. So I've tried it all, you guys. I've dated whites, I've dated Asians, Germans, Russians. There was no war before between them. And blacks, of course, black Africans, black Puerto Ricans, black Latinos, black Americans, black hello. I really tried in the USA, but it was hard. Not Americans. No. Having a relationship and a business and a life and balance and joy and happiness and less stress and not worried about things and racism and was hard in America. So it killed the relationship. It made it hard to really have a good relationship. You know that's the truth. It's not about the girl only. It's about the situation, the circumstance. Life in the USA, in the UK, can be hard as hell. And you know that we put relationships, all relationships, unless it's about business, secondary to that bag. We have we have the curse of ambition in America and the UK, especially in America though. You don't even want to take a nap. We're on the grind in the USA all the time. But think about it. These guys, they got 25, 35,000, 45,000 coming abroad, and now they the shit. They ain't got to grind like that. Let me tell you this. I have not bought a business suit or a suit for business, meaning the whole cufflinks, all that shit, in over a decade. Don't need it. I can do a business deal, close some shit, talk to millionaires, whatever, billionaires for that matter, meeting, flip flops, shorts, because it's all about merit. I can get mad respect and some flip flops and some shorts and a polo shirt abroad. I don't need the pump and the circumstance, which costs money. It's about your merit. Most Black American men have never, ever been, they've never just gotten it because of their merit. They've had to hustle, do something, overachieve. And when you travel abroad, there's no more bullshit fronting. They're enough right now, today. Now they can focus on their body, their health, their attitude, their mental health. In the United States, you know the racism is real. Don't play games with me. And access it for many, 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 many of us. You know this, right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person. It's better now than ever before because of tech. But until about 10, 15 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, being an entrepreneur in America was hard. And the racism, you know it's real. Abroad, I don't need passport bros abroad don't need minority supplier certification. They don't need no Black access bullshit, no equal opportunity bullshit. We are the shit as Black Americans already. We're at the top of our game already. In America, it's hard for you to be able to see that and be able to understand that and be able to enjoy that. So then you see all this acting out. Even the white guys doing massacres or killing every damn body because they're so worried about losing everything. They don't realize you're at the top of your game. What the fuck are you afraid of? But they're so afraid in the world and CRT and oh my God, the blacks, the Mexicans, the Jews, they're all fucked up. They don't realize you're at the top of your game. And Black folks, stats show that we, the Black America, right, is one of the wealthiest communities on earth. Next to white folks, Black folks. No matter what the fuck you're going through, you do a lot better than most motherfuckers on this earth. We make, Black America, we make and spend. Let me get deep here. We make and we spend more than most countries on earth. We earn, and we know we spend it all, right? More than most countries. We are like a global phenomenon, you guys. I mean, we are hip hop. We are R&B. We are soul. We are urban culture. People around the world, okay, hear me this way, okay? Nike wasn't shit. NBA wasn't shit before us. People around the world can make a living, feed their kids, be a celebrity, just lip syncing and dancing to our music on TikTok and even live on cruise ships and events and at country clubs all around the world. So you think that if the real thing walks in, they don't see that and appreciate that? But in the new US, these regular brothers, these passport bros, you know, I'm not talking about the billionaires and the rich folks, but the ones in the US making 25, 35, 45, 50,000, even 100,000 a year, they still just niggas. They are still just niggas. Oh, I'm sorry, William Duff, 1.7 trillion. Yes. It's actually like 4, but you know, I'm counting the money that we actually earned for them. So remind you what he's talking about, right? The brother making $25,000 a year, which in America is inherent poverty in the USA, especially for a Black man. Or even if you're making 45,000, you're making 100,000, right? Okay, you're Oprah. Your Wesley Snipes, your Obama. All of these folks have expressed that they've experienced discrimination and police issues all in the United States. Oprah, she even got gunned in Europe some damn where some store trying to buy some Gucci stuff or whatever the hell she was buying. So she's experienced it in Europe as well. So why do you think that these folks would not leave? And one thing I'm telling my brothers and sisters, maybe before you break up, maybe y'all need to take a trip together. Maybe you need to see if you're better together if you leave America for a second. Maybe the stress is remember, high blood, diabetes, a lot of that stuff is situational, circumstantial, environmental. And when you are abroad, understand this, sisters. You know these brothers, you know them. When they're abroad for the first time in their life, they feel that people are appreciating their true value. They've never felt, I can't even explain it because I've experienced it when I was 8, 9, 10, my life, but they're appreciated for real, appreciated because what they are right now is enough. They're like, I'm not a loser. I'm not a scrub. They're enough. They're worthy. These are all words that all things that most Black men have never in America ever experienced. They've never experienced feeling like they're enough. There's a lot more going on, sisters, than you think about. It's a lot more than these girls and the 1.001% of expats, passport bros and sisters that talk about this dating and women and all this stuff. That's not really what it is. Your mental health, your high blood pressure seemingly immediately improves when you leave the United States. Swear to God. Serious, you guys. The subliminal stress there is crazy. All the things you argue at relationships, half of those things go away. Yeah, go through and tell me these comments. You can tell me these comments, you guys. So understand this. These guys are actually able to go abroad and be a better man. Nothing to do with you. And once these guys experience joy, when they go back to the United States, now they don't want to date. They don't want to spend any money. And why should they? Why should they spend money and date? Just think about it. What they just experienced. Forget the girls, forget the sex. Just remember, they're not telling you the psych. You know, men, Black men, we're not, the mental health thing ain't our thing. They're not communicating their emotions very well. They're not telling you they got off the plane, they didn't feel like a nigga no more. They ain't telling you about that part. They're not telling you they got off the plane, all of a sudden they had their first coconut and rum and a coconut. It's the first time they had a housekeeper. It's the first time they had a driver. It's the first time they could just wear white linen and not have to wear them shoes and suits and all this shit and be enough. So now, okay, thank you, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm 100% right. I'm sorry, I gotta look at the camera. Thank you. They're telling me the comment down here. Yes, I'm 100% right. I don't know which part you're talking about, but yes, brother. He says I'm 100% right. So they're not communicating the health. They're not Black men, sisters. They can't. I'm telling you, there's so much going on that they really have not understood and not have figured out how to communicate that it's not the girl. So then they come out with this immature kiddie communication thing. And they don't really say, you know what, the truth of it is, if I think about it sophisticatedly here, it ain't you. Because if I could have been this dude in Detroit, in Chicago, in Kansas, in Atlanta, in Texas, remember, average dudes, 25, 35, 45. If I could have been this dude to you, we would have had a better relationship. That's what I see. We would have been better. If I could have took you out to dinner or took you out to eat 3 times a motherfucking day, And when we didn't go out to eat, somebody's coming by and they making you breakfast and shit. Remember, okay, let me tell you one other fake thing too. And we're gonna go into the whole King's Landing that we putting this tour together. Do you see any of these Filipino women or these foreign women doing dishes and laundry and cleaning shit? That's another fake shit that you're talking about. I got a bonus one for you. Number 11 bonus one. These dudes are abroad because their money goes further. These dudes are eating out every day. They're not cleaning. They ain't doing that shit. They're either living at resorts or they have a place. If they do have a woman that's cleaning and doing those things, it's because she wants to clean and do those damn things. It's not because he's making her do them. Remember, they're abroad because the money goes further. $250 a month, you have a living, staying maid. So what the fuck are you arguing over cleaning the house? So for brothers and sisters out there, if you leave together and go abroad, you ain't gonna be arguing about the house cleaning no more because someone's cleaning for you. You're not gonna be arguing about how he drives or how she drives no more because someone's driving you. You're not going to be arguing about medication and diet and everything like that because the person cooking for you knows your diet. They know you can't have salt. They know you can't have soft drinks. They know that you can't have soy sauce. They know that you need fresh food and da, 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 da. So things just certain things evaporate. But you guys, okay, we got King's Landing coming this year, you guys. Passport Bros. I've been telling you about this. We're putting this together. We are just getting started working with the Philippine Department of Tourism, working with the U.S. Embassy, working with our celebrity folks, our resort folks, the Philippines Magazine, all these people, you guys. And the Passport Bros takeover comes this summer in 2023, you guys. We want to show that there's a whole different side of Passport Bros. There's a different lifestyle. This resort, they were saying a big shout out to LV Panetta and Rachel Labanco, her mom and daughter team over there at EP Farm, which is a resort for celebrities who are reinventing themselves and what do you call it when you after you had an operation, post operation, this is that kind of a resort. So we're trying to do this great trip. We're trying to show that one, we've got a hospital involved. So some of you guys have health issues that also, if you travel and money went further, you could fix these health issues. So working with hospitals, working with, of course, we have the flowers. You saw my flowers back here that I got. We played the clip earlier. Shout out to them right there, you guys. If you guys want to send your girls in the Philippines any flowers or whatever, we got a flower shop in the Philippines we're working with as well for this Valentine's Day. So we're just trying to change this image. We're trying to really every day or every week, every few times we go live for Passport Bros, reiterating the same fucking topic because I want to change that narrative. I want to get in the algorithm because they're giving all of us a bad name. You're not realizing Passport Bros, Passport Sisters, you can come together. You can travel together and experience the same thing that these guys are experiencing. It's more than relationships and girls. And we're going to get some more folks on here next time to talk about some things and to be guests on here with me, talk more about this kind of stuff. But you guys, Passport Bros Tour, the Philippines this year is going to be amazing. We're taking early bird specials and promos. We're looking for sponsors for Passport Bros. Put that clip up there one more time for me, for Passport Bros. You guys, save this screenshot, you guys. Take a screenshot, save this, contact the Philippines Magazine. They're just getting this situated. So if you want to host, you want to sponsor in the Philippines, and you want to be part of this is going to be great. This is not the typical passport. We're trying to showcase that no, the Department of Tourism, the embassy, all of these groups support Passport Bros and the passports and tourism and Black tourism. The resorts, all these places, it's a beautiful situation. And I'm showing, you can come back to me now. I'm showing now that when it comes down to it, hey, you guys, when it comes down to it, this situation is more than what they're telling you about. America has an issue of their own right now, keeping and retaining people, any color, any situation, because it's very expensive. The quality of life. With COVID, we learned a lot in COVID and lockdown. We learned a lot with Black Lives Matter, and the whole world learned a lot about Black Lives Matter too. So you guys, did I miss anything? Okay, you guys kick off Black History Month. Is February, so we're doing some stuff all History Month. We're kicking off with that whole situation with the Weed Bank, so we can kick off Black History Month. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow, you guys, we're talking to We Bank. That's that financial situation again. So tomorrow, we're talking Black money in Kansas City, and I want to let you guys know success is for everybody. You guys, everybody. Success is for everyone, and that means you guys. So I've been glad that you were here. Thank you for watching, you guys. Thanks for being here. And remember, you guys, let's not fight amongst ourselves. Let's not fall for the propaganda, okay? Passport Bros is kind of a divisive name, Passport Sistas, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't be. We should be very proud that we have our passports and we're traveling and we're betting our lives and our experiences. Maybe though, let's see more passport black couples. Let's see more passport bro and sister couples traveling together to experience it. So, you guys, thanks everybody. I think we have some credits to run again to show you guys the great folks helped me with this episode. My great team, which is growing. Welcome back. Thank you again for the flowers back here, you guys. We'll have more information tomorrow on the next day. You can order flowers for your beautiful queen in the Philippines. So if you guys are watching right now, Passport Bros, we can deliver flowers anywhere in the country just in time for Valentine's Day. It's a good way to vet your dear heart to see where she's living, what she's doing. You know, flowers are hand delivered, perishable items. So if you want to kind of vet somebody, flowers are a good idea. If you already have someone that you love, a family member, maybe you're a Phil Am, you want to send your mom or your girlfriend some flowers, or regular folks, we do that too. So keep that in mind, you guys. I'll tell more about these flowers this time. Thanks for sharing this and liking this. And Mal, you want to say anything? You want to say goodbye? You're cool? You're done? We're late? It's a wrap? Great episode?
Yes.
There. You there, Mr. Mal?
Yes.
How was it? How did we do? Was it fun? Did you do it? Is it okay?
It was fun. It was really fun.
Very cool. Very cool, you guys.
Yes.
Brother Mal, we'll have Julius in the background next time, you guys. We'll get him on a little setup here. He's in the back helping me out as well. So we'll figure out how to get him in here as well. So you guys got a great team. God is good. Roll the credits, y'all. Roll the closing. Roll it, Mal. Roll it. Let him go. Cheers, y'all. Next time. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, you guys, Kareem Jackson, you were live on the set. I've got some news to tell you. 10 years ago, I left California, USA on the beach. My dreams into reality. I had a great time. Great friends. I published magazines, books. I meditated. I said coconuts, you guys. I had tattoo competition, weekly shows, and I want you guys to know I sat down and I wanted to write step by step how I did it. How did I get free? How did I outsource everything? How did I get to work? I can run my company from my laptop, and now I finished. It is done. My new book, you guys, Outsource Everything, is out now. I finished it. I'm telling you about how I gained my freedom, how I lived in the tropics next to the beach, and a beautiful lifestyle, and I still run my business. I outsource everything. My new ebook, it's out now, you guys. It's available right now, you guys. I made it to where freedom is here for you. You can get the same freedom that I did. It's totally possible, and it's totally doable, and this has never been a better time to do it. Grab my new ebook, Outsource Everything, on Google Play and the App Store for you guys. Of course, KareemAntonio.com/my ebook, Outsource Everything. Outsource Everything, How to Be a Minimalist CEO by Kareem Jackson. Introduction for small business owners and entrepreneurs. Presented by King Comerica and the Chunks Group. Oh my God, you guys are still here. Hey, okay. You guys, I'm so glad you're still there. I'm so glad you stuck around to the end because I want to show you some more about my book. I'm so excited about this. Outsource Everything, out now, you guys. It's out now. Go grab it on my website, you guys. KareemAntonio.com. You can go to the App Store, any of these places, and go grab it. I want you to sit down, ponder this, and think about why do I have the stress I have? Why am I working so hard? Why am I a slave to my business? Why do I not have more freedom? There's folks all over the world looking that can outsource to you. I'm going to introduce you to this, tell you why you don't need that new car, you don't need that bling, you don't need that house right now. Outsource everything. Get free. What good is that money? What good is all that fame and fortune if you are working every day like it's a job? Freedom is here. It's here for you, you guys. Grab my ebook, you guys. Outsource Everything. Google Play, the App Store, and of course, KareemAntonio.com/my ebook. Go grab it, you guys.